The keyboard still on MacBooks should be better. I just wish.
I think so too.
People are really falling in love with analog keyboards, thick keys.
We need to go back to the the one that fucking goes like a foot down.
Yeah, Taika Waititi, that big director, when he won his Oscar or something, you know, after they win the Oscar, they go in the press room or whatever, and they answer the questions, and he finally he called out Apple. He goes, "Apple, by the way, I wrote this whole script on a MacBook." He's like, "These keys drive me nuts. Just make better keys. Even just their wireless keyboards could just be better." Like, it's just crazy typewriters, man. People back then, that's just all they had to do was click, click, click all day, and you messed up one time.
Well, no, they would just white it out.
You also know editors for every article. There were people who just worked. Now we can Google and fact check everything. Back then, it was just like you had to go through encyclopedias. You had to call people who lived in different countries to fact check anything that was being written about, because you couldn't just Google.
What a time.
anything.
That was our era, huh? Just so hard to fact check.
Would it be nice?
I kind of live like that now. I feel like fact checking is just impossible. What?
If people couldn't fact check us right now, it'd be so nice.
You know what's crazier though? That you're wearing a black shirt right now, and you never wear black.
I know. I said that right when I walked in. We're kind of matching today.
Yeah.
I just like this shirt, and I never get a chance to wear it. And I feel like I need to be giving my t-shirts some love. Do you ever have some that you love, but you just never...
Yeah.
Are you feeling like a little dark today? A little emo?
No. I think I just wanted to change a pace.
I just remember you told me that you don't like wearing black. Is it like...
I agree. I never wear black. This is my only black shirt that I own, and I go, I need to wear it.
Good.
Right? Can we just say something right now? Because who knows? And we'll dive deeper talking about it. We'll dive
Literally.
deeper.
Very good, Matt.
Right now it is Wednesday, June 21st when we're recording this, and we have less than 12 hours on the submarine. There's been reports that they hear banging. Who knows if we get an update in the middle of this podcast? I just want to say,
if you guys don't know what Matt's talking about, and I mean, you have to know what he's talking about right now because it's all over the internet, it's all over the world. I feel like it's an international thing that people in Russia knows what's going on with this sub, right?
Oh,
this is a big deal all around the planet Earth. But there was this submarine, or
not a submarine, a submersive watercraft.
It's a soda can, right? It's a tiny little submarine that
the size of a minivan.
Yeah, the size of a minivan. It's part of this company called Ocean Gate. And what they do is they charge a lot of money. Specifically, this one they charge $250,000 a ticket to take you down all the way to the Titanic shipwreck to be able to look at it through a screen. It's not even you don't even see it with your own eyes. You see it through a screen.
There's a window. Right? One tiny little porthole.
Yeah.
Right behind the toilet.
Oh, and that's you can see through that?
Yes, but I mean, your field of view is very, very
But I mean,
minimal.
if you're going that deep, I don't even know why you would even want to have something that could combust or even start to combust in that deep of water. Anyways, right now it is whatever time Matt said.
So who knows if there could be some random update now in the middle of
everything we say, you guys have to remember that we still don't know what's going on. So anything we say and we talk about, whatever news it's going to be, we have not found out yet.
We didn't say the part where there's a submarine, but they lost contact with it.
Yes, they lost they're just at what we know is that they're lost. There's no GPS tracker on there. They're controlling it with this little controller.
PlayStation controller.
Can we talk more about it right after the intro?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Yeah.
I feel like we're rushing into trying to.
We're so excited.
We'd even say that we were going to talk about this. I just knew we were going to talk about this.
Oh, absolutely.
This is going to be the whole episode because I could talk about this for 4 hours. All right. This is so much. But let's do the intro. Let's get to it. It's Coffee Talk, baby. Let's go. It's enough. Come on.
Enough.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. I'm Zane.
I'm Heath.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mariah.
And this is Unfiltered.
And we are worried.
And we are very... Right,
the clock is...
You see, hold on, wait, Mariah, that was good. Every intro, you just say how we're feeling. Every time before we start. There we go. And we are worried sick, and that is we are. Well, you know what's going on with the sub.
And we are sick
The clock is ticking. That's what's making me just go nuts.
Explain that. How long do they have?
Right now, I think it's 12 hours now.
How long did they have?
Left of
90 hours of oxygen
left in this little submarine.
And that's if they're even still under there alive, right? Because there are so many different possibilities that could happen with this tank that deep underwater. It could implode. There could have been a leak. There could have been literally anything, but nobody knows what's happened yet.
The latest update is that they were hearing tapping every 30 minutes and they were getting SOS signals, right? Which
Yeah,
is
they're-
signs of distress.
Which means that they're still alive and in it, so it hasn't imploded, which is
But wait,
a really good sign.
That's what they're
They're
saying
getting
is
signals
hopeful.
from this sub,
They're hearing banging noises
from the sub.
in the area of where it went down in.
Every
they're
30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
They're probably just banging the CEO's head against the wall.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
I thought the only point of contact they have is like through almost like text messages, like they see text or a screen, or like that they get back and. I thought
don't
that's
think-
what it
dude,
was.
I think the whole electricity is off on
Yeah.
it. There's no communication. It's dark and it's just 5 people down
So
there.
what are they pressing through the sub that is creating a noise? Like what?
They're probably just banging.
It's just
they're probably
banging.
banging that controller.
I
that's-
would not be banging anything in that sub right now.
It's the only thing that will get them close to it. Right now, it's still not looking good. It's just knowing that the hours are ticking was making me go crazy. I was up until like 2 a.m. just like
What's
thinking about
crazy
it.
is that this is the first time. Like this was their test dive.
No, there was a reporter, Peter Bogue, had been on it 5 months ago
On the Ocean Gate
on the
one?
exact one. This
But-
is like the second or third time
With
they've
the
done
gaming controller?
it. Yeah.
So they are down 12,000.
12,500 feet, I believe
right
it was.
at the moment.
That's what the
The
wreck is.
submarine went down 12,500 feet.
Okay.
And the deepest submarine that's been able to be rescued was only like 1,000 feet. Like
In
not
my-
even close.
You know that distance? 12,500 feet is the distance between like your house and Mike's house.
Yes, no, I know how far. Someone
That's
compared
how
to 4
deep.
buildings. Yeah,
That is like,
Crazy. Oh, you know what's also so funny? This could
Is it?
a lot of people I'm confident saying this because most of the internet did not know, because I guess we were kids when we first heard about the Titanic, so
Yeah.
you just weren't thinking. When you think the Titanic hit an iceberg, you automatically are like, oh, this ship was like near Antarctica. 'Cause
right.
everybody just realized that it's like off the coast of like New Jersey.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that either. Until
I just found it out this second.
It's like, Jordan, pull up a
Like
map.
I just saw
where
the
it
track,
sunk.
and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that
I think
close.
it's
It's like
more in the-
900 miles from the East Coast.
yeah.
It's just right there.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Look at New York.
Or if anything, I thought it was an Alaskan cruise because we went on the Alaska cruise, and I
Right,
was
right.
like, oh, this could happen to us at any moment because we are
Yeah.
this close to all these fucking
Wow.
icebergs.
Right there.
Wow.
Oh man.
Like here, look, and I know that nothing has happened yet, or we don't know if they're dead or not. But I just really need to. I've been trying to wrap my head around this for the past 2 days. I just don't understand how it is. How anybody would pay $250,000 a ticket
They're
to
bored.
be in this.
Yeah.
they're rich and bored.
They're
And they want to.
billionaires.
But
they've done it all already.
I know, but like, think about the risk. They have so much to lose, especially since they're billionaires, right? They have so much to lose. What? I've heard some crazy shit that billionaires will do, right?
Yeah, look at Richard
this is the-
Branson. Look at Steve Aoki's dad, Benny Hanna. Like he was known for doing this.
This is way past that, right? This is way past
Well,
any
if you're going
skydive
with something
any-
that you think is like a reputable company that has very minimal.
PlayStation controller.
Yeah, look at how tiny.
I feel
my
bad for
back.
their souls. I don't feel bad like that much because they're billionaires.
I mean,
There's
but
nobody-
look,
nobody
they're still
deserves to
human.
die
They're
or-
still human.
Yeah.
Yes,
doesn't matter
but
how
there's
much
also a
money they
shipwreck of 500 people off the coast of Greece,
Look.
and all those people have gone missing.
If there are horrible people down there, I'd be like, bitch, watch it in Poe, baby, let's go.
Right.
But we don't know these people. We have no idea who these people are and what they've done. Or, I mean, has
Was
anybody done any research on these guys?
You know they're getting heated down there because they don't have much oxygen left, and you probably got that one dude sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Dude,
not
the
like, yo,
bomb-
easy on the air.
And
Vomiting,
the
all of
shit.
that.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be the worst smell right now in there. The worst smell that you
It'll
could
be
ever
we-
smell.
Dude, I wonder if they'll figure out, like, because then that's where crazy is. Like, people start panicking and they do their most animalistic instincts. Imagine someone kills somebody else because they're taking up too much oxygen
I
down
know.
there. Like, dude, also imagine the footage that they're going to get. Like, are they documenting on their phone? Are they writing all their last notes right now? Do they ever use that footage
Start
for the...
hallucinating because they're panicking so much.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would go into animalistic shock for sure.
Animal lipnit.
Yeah, I'd be passed out, concussed. You couldn't get me back up.
I think
No
I
way.
would totally be in
I
just a
would
state
rather
of
have
shock.
it implode on me than
Yes.
be counting my hours of oxygen left, hoping to be rescued.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
That they are bolted in. There's
Yeah,
no
from the
getting at it.
outside. And that's
No.
the thing is that they're worried about now, even if they like make contact with it, that it's a
time it
whole
takes to get them
operation
up.
of getting
Yeah.
it up. And the only crafts that are going down to visit are the ones that like lay pipes down.
They're like unmanned.
Yeah. So
What's
Why don't we
interesting
just empty
though,
out the ocean?
Yeah.
drain it.
You know what?
If we push Bikini
Bottom,
Bottom.
empty it.
But I saw something. There's like 7 different methods for them to resurface, and the fact that they haven't is very interesting.
but
Oh,
who
wait,
knows,
say-
they
say that
could be
again?
at the top.
Wait, say that again.
Apparently, there's like 7 different methods in case of an emergency for them to resurface.
And what
Okay.
are those?
I don't know what they are, but it's interesting
Sounds
that
like
they
didn't-
haven't.
that they
didn't
haven't
test-
done any of these.
Because I don't think they tested it out. I think they thought it through and said, if something were to happen, let's just do this. All right, cool, let's go.
And you know what's even crazy? Even if that sub gets all the way to the top to service miraculously, still you have to find the fucking sub.
You know, what's
On
terrible,
service
you know,
level.
somebody at Netflix is like, so how much can we pay
Oh,
for the rights to this story?
100%
They're
they're already
like,
talk-
someone has
Oh.
to be like writing the screenplay.
Oh, you didn't see it
It's
already?
so sick.
No, a writer is threatening, like, I have a really good idea on this Titanic, but I'm not getting paid enough, so I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, you must have not seen what's out already.
What?
Look at this.
They're already casting something? They already put out a
The
title?
UK's Channel 5 already has a documentary on the lost Titanic tourist submarine.
Oh my god.
already
See, is that
already producing
ethical?
it.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
what?
know.
The film, which is I don't know if this is too loud.
The thing is, we're all going to be watching it.
Oh, absolutely. Because the thing is that you're never gonna if you'll never know what happened inside. So
I wonder if they have like a security cam footage of inside. You know what I mean? That's
Oh,
constantly.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now though, if it was an Xbox controller,
literally
that
what
shit would've been
was
better.
it? Literally what was it?
It was like the
controller.
cheap Xbox controller when you say like your Xbox controller broke and your mom has to go buy a new one and she just buys like
It's that
the boot-
GameStop off-brand. That's it. Look at
Z-Box.
Oh, actually, wow! I didn't see the controller. I didn't know it was that. That's fucking wild.
like the controller that comes with like a thing to play from your TV with like 50 games on it.
And the thing is, I would have been out because the seating. Absolutely not. The
I'm
fucking
so
curve. No way.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, but you think you're only going to be down there for 7 or 8 hours. So you're like, okay, well, if I know if I'm going to go see the Titanic, I know what you mean exactly.
Still horrible.
But they thought they were only going to be down there for that much.
It's 2.5 hours to get to the bottom, just to
Wow.
sink there.
Let me say something. You see, if they were all smart, especially the guy, the tour guide, the guy that's
Made the
driving
ship?
around. Yeah, if he was smart, he would have just went up and down, right? But they're literally like maybe 200 feet underwater, 300 feet underwater, and just play a clip of the Titanic like you're swimming around it, because there's already footage out there. There's a drone that's red sky in
There's
there.
a port. You could see out.
Cover it up. Say it's not working. Fucking put the blinds down.
People would be like, I'm pretty sure this is the Titanic. And you would the night before you went on that thing, you wouldn't watch Titanic. I'm pretty sure all of them had watched it like within the week of going down, just to get in the mood.
Right.
don't know.
But
They could-
I'm
they
such
could've
a
done
people
anything
pleaser. If I was that CEO, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Like I would be.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
I'd
you
be
guys
so
don't hate me, right?
I'd be so embarrassed.
There's nothing that can be said down in that scenario.
I'm just curious, like, obviously when this goes out, we'll know the ending, but I'm just so curious if they just have found it
Yeah.
at least. Because I wonder if there'll be a point where they're like, just let the ocean have it.
Well, I mean, I think hours after 12 hours, they would know that there's no possible way that they've survived because there's no more oxygen on there.
yeah, exactly.
You know what
But
I mean?
do they still want to go find it?
Oh, absolutely. I think they will try to find it. They'll probably
the
spend
billionaire
another few
family
months.
will be just like, yeah, go
I
pay to
think
find
just
them.
closure too for the
Right.
family. If the family, if they're
Don't let
trying
the
to still-
taxpayer dollars go find these billionaires, though. I think I'm a little conflicted about that. Yes, people need to have closure, but the common taxpayer dollar doesn't need to go rescue 5 billionaires.
Here, Matt, you have to think about, you got to stop thinking of it like they're billionaires. Think about like a family that was in their car and they're in the bottom of some lake.
Yes, but there's
you want to
500
try to
people-
recover it for closure for their families. Billionaires still have families.
Correct.
And also, we don't know these guys. Like these guys are like random ass people. The only difference is that they're rich.
This is a little dark, but like imagine, say they like threw in the towel and they stopped the search, and then in the future we have crazy technology that can like go rescue them. Like how would their bodies be preserved? Like, do you think it would be?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so interesting? It's almost like they're mummified.
What
in
if it's
this
what if it's
tank.
only like this big when they bring it out?
oh like
Because
a trunk?
just enough.
Matt. Just like
Stop! Like we found it. Like Mariah. Like
I I do hope it comes out positive.
Yes.
It's interesting to think about.
Interesting.
But yeah, I guess the pressure down there is 6,000 pounds per square inch.
So what does that mean?
That means like if you had a square inch of your body, imagine my truck, all the weight sitting on that 1 inch.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's
That's the amount of weight on
water.
the
That's
sub
how
right
much
now.
pressure is around it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wow.
Well, I think we should.
Steer the ship.
Wrong movement, dude.
Oh shoot! Come on. Well,
Do you think they're going to get their money back for
I'd be interested
think
what the
getting
contract. No, the contracts do say.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
risk
yeah,
your
yeah.
life and everything.
That's
Because
true.
Peter, I'm pretty sure Peter Bogue, that's his name. He right before he went on the interview, he like reads the contract.
Yeah.
He goes, "Let's do it."
There was one that I saw though. You know the "but a kid a mama never did a mama." They made
I
one with
love
the.
that sound.
You know when you see your homegirls in the summertime when you're in a relationship and they drive by seven at the mom the sub. Okay, I'm done.
Didn't
But
Cardi B, like I read a headline, it's like Cardi B slams stepson or the nephew.
Oh yeah, she was like, I'd be pissed if my son was a Blink 182 while I was stuck in the bottom of the ocean. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I would be too. If I was in a fucking sub and I
Yeah.
had hours left and some spirit told me my son was just out of Blink,
But, like,
I'd be pretty
just
pissed.
don't post it.
What if the son was in on it to get that?
He's related to a billionaire and he's dressed like that. Oh, sorry.
The Adam Sandler.
No, I'm
effect.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He's dressed nice.
And you go take it by the merch stand.
He posted it on Facebook.
We all grieve in different ways.
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset. Hopefully we get an update soon.
Yeah.
And everything is okay.
Wow, what a roller coaster this segment was, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a shipwreck.
And then at the end of the day, we really want to find these people and so they can go back to their families and we can all live happily ever after.
Don't be so adventurous.
I agree.
Just
I agree.
leave it
Don't
alone.
go in the ocean. Don't make unnecessary journeys.
Like I skydived twice. That was the craziest thing I've ever done, and that's the only thing I'll ever do. That's
Yeah.
it. I went with a professional. He took control, and then that's
When
it. I'll
did you
never do it again.
skydive?
I did it like back in like between high school and college.
Have we ever talked about that?
I never knew you went skydiving.
Never have I ever skydived.
Never. Have y'all?
I've
Yeah.
never. He has a
You
few
have?
times.
Twice.
Twice.
You
Would you ever do it again?
I don't need to.
I've-
Is it
He-
kind of? Is it as cool
yes.
as?
It's absolutely incredible. The experience feels very surreal. Like the feeling you get while you're falling and looking, you feel like you're in a movie, a video game. It doesn't like it feels like a dream.
You're not human. You're one with the earth.
Is it cold?
It's a little cold.
You're
up there.
in like a jumpsuit, so it's not.
Does it feel like a lot's coming at you, or does it
yes.
feel
And
like
the wind is pretty heavy when you're falling down.
It's not like when you get like that gut feeling on a roller coaster when you fall.
Yeah.
You probably feel that for like a split second in the beginning and
Yeah.
you're fine. Like there is no you just feel like you got like a fan blowing.
Yeah,
against
and it feels like somebody's carrying you down almost because there's so much like wind like right under your body.
Where
when you're
did you
falling
do
down.
it?
I did it by Paris here.
Okay.
By Lake
Oh, I was about to
Elsinore.
say like you did it in Paris. That's sick.
Off the
that'd be
Eiffel
cool.
Tower.
And then the second was in Dubai.
Oh, Dubai. Wow, that would have been a sight.
But the scariest part is like the landing because that's where most of the time people mess up.
Yeah, as soon as that parachute opens, that's when it starts getting scary. When you're falling, that's like the
When you feel the parachute, you're like, "Woo! I didn't die," and then you're just like floating up there, and then you're just like,
Oh, because you have to sear it.
yeah, and
"I
you're,
still haven't made it down." Yeah, the guy's like,
Oh,
you're going
wow.
down pretty slow. Like you're not getting down there
but
quick.
then they'll do like a pull and they'll like spin you around, and you get that.
that G-force. Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
How long does it take, or like does
free
it
fall?
feel like does the moment of I can't watch.
it depends because different jumps go from like different elevation heights.
Okay.
So basically,
Is there a cap, like how high you can jump from? Oh wait, someone did from space.
There's kind of a cap. Like you don't want to go
that
higher
was,
than it.
what was it? Baumgartner did it from space.
did it from space.
Oh, the Red Bull guy, right?
I think his name was Baumgartner. Yeah, so it just depends on how high you go. Like you could bring up oxygen and like have like an oxygen tank or whatever.
That's just another element to worry about.
That Red Bull
Wow.
guy is coming back around again after this. They're like, why are people doing stupid shit?
Yeah, what's
just stay here. Just stay on this planet.
I remember like watching this live. Yeah, when the Red Bull guy basically jumped from space.
He went into like a spin that was almost out of control, and they were getting really, really worried.
I think he said, because he had the microphone or whatever with him, I think he said he was worried he was going to pass out.
Yeah.
He was like, I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Because your blood starts going to your head when you're spinning.
His wife is just watching that like.
Humans are so funny.
I know.
Like why? Like we can't just like be on the ground and be satisfied. They're like, let's see how high we can go. Let's see how deep we can go.
Show a pilgrim this.
A Victorian child skydiving.
You guys drop people from the sky. You go up to the gods and come back. What stories you may tell?
Did someone say Victorian people would go into a coma?
Yeah.
Doing this shit now.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, DoorDash.
Can you feel that sizzle, baby? The summer is heating up, and so are the savings with Summer of Dash Pass from DoorDash. Now through July 19th, you can save big on your favorite summer essentials or get groceries for your next summer barbecue right to your door with a Dash Pass membership.
And with Summer of Dash Pass, you'll enjoy $0 delivery fees and reduced service fees on all eligible orders, making it easier and more affordable than ever to stock up on all your favorite summertime essentials.
But that's not all. You'll also get access to thousands of offers nationwide, ensuring that this summer is one to remember. So kick back, relax, and let Dash Pass help you experience the best of your neighborhood for less.
And Summer Dash Pass is a once-a-year event you don't want to miss because you get a chance to get special access to members-only events, whether you're into sports, music, or just great snacks.
Get ready to lower your costs and raise the bar this summer with limited edition drops and exclusive items to level up all season long.
Okay, Zane's feeling summer. Experience the summer like no other. Live your best summer with a Dash Pass membership.
Exactly. Sign up for your Dash Pass now and you'll get your first month for free. Plus, when you use our promo code, get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more on your next Dash Pass order when you download the DoorDash app and enter code Heath Summer.
That's right, 50% off when you spend $10 or more on your next Dash Pass order when you download the DoorDash app and enter code Heath Summer.
And I'm going to repeat it so you don't forget, code Heath Summer for 50% off your next order. Subject to change. Terms apply.
Thank you, DoorDash, for sponsoring this podcast. We love yous.
Y'all know what happened to me? Heath,
What?
you want me to tell you the story what happened to me?
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
tell me too.
Can you tell us too? Yeah.
Yes, but I know Heath. We've
No, but tell
talked
me.
about this. Okay, I want to just say. Okay, so this is what happens. I was going to Ralph's. I always do like the pickup grocery thing. I never like go in and go shopping. I always get the little pickup. I got there early. I parked on the street. I go up, realize I'm there early, and I go, hey, can I just like pick up my groceries here? Inside, and the guy's like, yeah, hold on. Calls the guy, gives me my groceries. I'm walking back to the street to my car. I'm walking through the parking lot. I see a guy with a megaphone and a vest and like a long flag. And I'm like, what is that guy doing? He has a pink megaphone and he has this vest on and he's walking through the parking lot. And I'm getting close to my car and I go, oh, and then it hits me. I go,
Cart Narc.
I go, is that Cart Narcs? And I turn around and on the back of his vest, it's Cart Narcs.
No way.
Wait, is it one guy?
It's one guy.
Wow.
And to give you guys, we've talked about him. He's
Oh
this guy
my
on
gosh.
YouTube who goes around and he puts clips on TikTok. He goes around and films people who do not return their shopping cart.
Yeah, I hate
There's
that.
no law that's against it. It's a common decency and courtesy, and it shows if you're a good person or a bad person.
Yeah.
And he'll harass the person, and he'll throw little magnets onto the car that says like lazy bones on board. And I look at and I see his back and I go, oh my gosh, are you Cart Narcs? He turns around and he goes, I sure am. And I'm like, he has his body
so
cam.
sick.
And I'm like, thank you so much for your service. Oh my gosh. I'm like, can I get a selfie? He goes, here, have a sticker. And it's like Cart Narcs sticker.
that was
so
the widest shit ever. Oh my God, thank you for your service.
And I'm like trying to get a selfie, like, or I'm like, hey, can we like take a pic or whatever? He goes, hold on a second, we got a lazy bones here. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
No way.
Right in front of us is a guy with his cart. He didn't take it back to the cart thing, and he just like put it right there on the curb. And it's this old man.
Did
like,
you go on patrol with him?
in
Did he
Mercedes.
take you on a ride along?
So
dude.
So he's sitting there like filming the guy, throwing the magnet on it, and this guy is just like looking at him in his car, going like, "What are you doing?" Blah 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 blah. Some other people who recognize Cart Narcs are like filming this whole interaction.
Yeah.
I'm filming it as well. It looks like it's out of like Black Mirror because this person is getting bombarded by all these people filming, and this guy like rolls down his window and he's like, "What's the big deal?" And I go, and then I chime in and I go, just return your cart, dude. It's the right thing to do. And then the cart guy goes, hey, we don't need to be hostile here. We just have a lazy bones. He just needs to return it because I'm like getting heated that this guy won't do it. And this guy's like, piss off, man, whatever. And I'm just watching this whole dynamic go down. And it was because every time I've seen the clip, it's never in LA. It usually looks like he's in Texas or Florida or somewhere else. And I was just like, I can't believe this moment is happening. So he gave me a little sticker. I may be on like the new episode, hopefully.
Matt, you know what I would have done if I was you? Instead of going up to him, I would have been one of the people not to return their cards just to be in the video.
That's what like some people were saying, but you wouldn't.
Well, no, I wouldn't. Look, I wouldn't like do. I would leave it on the back, and then I'd be like, "Hey, card narc, look what I'm doing." I don't know, just to like as a joke.
Yeah, I was just It was just. I was in shock. Like I couldn't believe what I walked into.
That is so funny.
Caught him. That guy is so quick. He knows the responses to every.
Been doing it so long.
Yeah, he's like ready for everything.
Has he ever gotten like a celebrity or an influencer doing that yet?
Good question. I feel like we would have seen if there was a celebrity or something, but
Okay, so like
I can picture. Wait, sorry, before my invention goes away. You know the Postmate wheel or self-driving Postmate things? Why don't they just make carts like that where they put themselves back?
we could. It'd be expensive.
That would be very expensive.
Okay. I'm always amazed by the technology on them where like if you took a cart away from the parking lot, the magnets on it, how it locks. How does it do
that? You
that?
get out of the zone and it just freezes.
Do you have the video?
Yeah.
Can we see it?
Yes, I was giving him his space though. He kind of could tell like I did it really quick, but
how old is he?
He looked like late 30s maybe. He looked like he was 6 or 8 years older than me.
I just wanted to know his like personality. He seems like somebody that's like just like, why are you spending your time like in parking lots?
I think it's just content.
He was doing this before he started filming. He seems like the guy that was doing this shit before. That's why I'm like, is he like a weird dude?
I bet one time he had a car that was hit by a loose cart because those loose carts will ding other cars.
Yeah.
And I feel like after that, he was just like, oh,
everybody's got
hunt down every
superhero
person
story
who does not return their cart.
I hope he's just making money off these.
He is. He's millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of views. Okay, he's doing just fine.
So, say you didn't see him and he came up to you, he cart narcs you, does this whole thing. Do you double down or do you get out of the car and put the cart away?
Do I know what cart narcs is?
No.
I would never not return my cart, but I would think I was about to get in trouble. Like, I think people think he's like the law, and then they're like, wait, this isn't the law. And then they're like, fuck you. I would definitely, any type of authority of someone who was just like, you can't do this. What's your problem? I'd be like, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
This is exactly how to respond if I were doing. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm just in a hurry. And then I'd put it back. If that was me, but I also return carts every time. I've never, maybe except if you're in Florida, that shit is, you see carts everywhere. So you kind of like, you see that and you're like, oh, okay. But
do the prop up onto the median, slide, keep the back wheels on the ground.
Yeah.
Front ones up on the grass.
Exactly.
That was the
like
move.
in Florida, those carts are everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the cart where you put it back, it's always empty. It's never ever like full.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just giving that Publix worker a longer smoke break. You know what I mean?
That's true.
If they're all in the thing, he goes out, gets it, brings it back, then he's back into work. But you give him 45 minutes to walk around out there.
But that's what the
collect
biggest
that shit.
And they do smoke cigarettes while they're going around.
I would just be like, oh man, there's one way over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a freaking hero.
That's what the biggest excuse that people who get busted say. Like, it's someone's job to do this. It's not my job to do it.
I don't think it's someone's job. I think that's just part of their duties if the cart's everywhere. But that's just because people don't want to put their shit.
That's just what they say is like, well, it's
time to run.
Got a blast.
It is a funny thing to think about how people can shop around for hours.
Yeah.
And then just that last 10-second ride
Like,
they
you
can't
pushed this-
do.
Yeah.
You pushed it for that long. You can't just a little bit more.
I imagine it feels like, I don't know why I do this, but no matter what meal I have, I always leave one bite left.
I'm that way with water bottles.
Physically can't finish it.
I'm kind of like that with food.
I don't know what it
You
is
like
doing.
spread it apart a little bit so it looks a little empty.
But that one little piece, I just think it became a habit. I have no idea what it is.
He couldn't finish this robot. He couldn't do that. He couldn't even finish a sandwich. I think that's
if you pull something at like a grocery store and you realize you don't want it anymore, do you bring it back to the spot or you just throw it on any shelf?
I bring it back because it's a game. It's like, can I
bring it back.
remember?
Yeah.
How fast can I remember where it was?
Oh.
It's good to train yourself to like retrace your steps because
Yeah.
when you lose something at home, you use that same skill.
It doesn't happen
I
with
don't know.
food, but like clothes or sometimes.
Oh,
at-
I return.
in
I put it
places.
exactly back. I fold it exactly the way it was folded. And
That's the retail in
I
you.
love it.
but you know what always happens when I'm folding something? People come up to me and
Can you help
ask-
me find?
Yeah.
Yes,
Every
every
time.
time.
Every time.
Every time.
I love it.
I hate when people put stuff that's like needs to be refrigerated on a regular shelf, like next to the chips.
Really? They do?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
Anytime you're walking around, look at the shelves. You'll see stuff that's like out of place. It'll be like like ice cream sandwiches. That'll just be like
Why is it
in with the
ice cream
granola.
sandwiches?
You know what's crazy? Them shits don't melt. You ever left the ice
You
cream
know why?
sandwich
Because
out?
there's not real ice cream in there. It's fucking something else.
Those are also kids getting it and asking their parents, and they're like, put it back. And they're just like,
yeah, right.
I always wanted just to be on the ice cream sandwich box or like the popsicle box. Remember, it would be like all these different
Yeah.
colorful Americans. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
my
Just
dad,
having a good time.
would always get a Sharpie and he would like draw angry eyes on them.
And those and all like those yummy treats like the popsicles and ice cream sandwiches, you could never have it in your own house, but your friends always had it in their fucking freezer.
Good old Rocket Pops.
Always.
Oh, Rocket Pop.
And I'm empty. Leah, can you grab me another accelerator, please?
Extra Rocket Pops. It's crazy how much this tastes like a Rocket Pop.
I
though.
finished this in
can I
literally
actually
5
try
minutes.
that one?
It's liquefied.
So far, I had the cherry lime. What's this one that you gave me?
Orange mango.
It's really good.
I-
Orange mango.
The kiwi is
cherry
really good.
lime.
Cherry lime. Ooh, banging.
Starberry is really good.
Die for.
And I think there's a lemon berry. The cherry limeade.
The cherry
is my
limeade.
favorite.
Yeah, oh my, put it over ice.
I know.
It tastes like the, you know what I'm going to do next
How
time?
do they do that?
You know what I'm gonna do next time? I'm gonna first off, I need to try that with alcohol. And I know I'm not drinking right now, but like I feel like that would be perfect, like be a perfect
Like a-
combination.
like a vodka?
With vodka, yeah. Or I also want to put it in like a slushy, like put it in a blender with ice. And I feel like, especially the cherry limeade, I feel like you make
Ooh,
like
the
some
tipsy
slushy.
bartender would come up with a Rocket Pop slushy drink.
Ooh,
Slush
yes.
that, stick a Rocket Pop on the rim.
Now we're thinking.
So
I had a-
somebody hire this lady.
I had a vodka Shirley Temple the other day, and that was
A Dirty Shirley?
Yes.
Oh, it's
a
good?
Dirty Shirley. I like I didn't even know they existed. Obviously, a Shirley Temple exists.
Oh, really?
I was like, this is the best drink.
That's your drink of choice, right? Like if you were to drink an alcohol, it's a dirty Shirley Temple.
No.
What is it
I
then?
just like Shirley Temples.
Oh, what's your like drink of choice?
I would say I like the milky bases.
Like a White
I like a
Russian.
White Russian.
okay.
I like Black Russians. I like espresso martinis.
That's good.
I'd say espresso martini or White Russian.
That's right.
You like all kinds, and I love
I
that.
also
about you.
like if I'm
Diverse.
thirsty, I'll do a Moscow Mule.
if I'm sitting down for dinner, I've been getting Aperol spritzes a lot.
Oh yeah, apple
Oh, that
spritzes
is
are
I'm
good.
gonna,
bougie.
I'm gonna say it. They need to stop with the freaking tomato juice.
Matt
What?
loves Bloody Mary.
Oh,
They
enough.
need to stop with the Bloody Mary. I can't have you, dude? I saw somebody make one that had a
Oh,
barbecue
they
brisket.
Put burgers on it. Oh yeah.
Stack sliders.
That's
Thank you,
gimmicky.
Leah.
That's a touristy trap just
Those
to get.
are
That's
out
like a
of
little
control.
brunch.
Why? And there was onion rings up the straw.
Because it's
with-
Instagrammable.
Yeah, it's like the shakes when they put like donuts and cakes on it and shit. It's the same
Oh,
thing. I get
Yeah.
it.
they got popular because of the internet. People just
What?
want to be like, look at this.
Yeah, they do whatever they can
Like
to get
who's
that
actually
picture.
eating that?
But no, I mean Bloody Marys in general. I think is just I don't know how people drink
it's
it.
the most disgusting thing.
It really is.
If you
It doesn't make
have
sense.
if you have a good one, they're really good on a right time of day.
Which place has a good one? I would love to go to this place.
I wish I
and
could
just
say
try
it. I wish I could say it.
Why can't you
I
say
don't want to
it?
say it.
Well, just say it.
I've been on the hunt for a really good Bloody Mary. I've had some good Bloody Marys privately
searching
at
a
certain
long time.
occasions with certain. Never mind.
I got cherries tattooed for Shirley Temples.
Oh, that's
cute.
cute.
I saw this TikTok and there's a sound that's like Dick Rider, Dick Rider, Dick Rider. And somebody was like, when I order Shirley Temple and then everyone at the table orders Shirley Temples, that's how I feel.
It's a contagious drink
Because
where it's like,
nobody thinks
ooh.
about it until I order it and they're like, oh my gosh, I want a Shirley Temple.
Did I tell you about the time where did you go out with us with my mom out to Santa Monica that one time when she was out here?
No,
Danielle
never
drank so much. Always. She drank so much. And Todd and I had to tell the bartender to stop putting alcohol in hers because she was just
Can you legally do that? Like, or can
Of course you can. Yeah.
Do they still charge her for the alcoholic drink?
No.
Do you think she gets it back and go, why am I got a $3 Sprite?
No, well,
this should have been $11
Well,
cocktail.
no. We're ordering a round of drinks,
Okay.
and then hers has no alcohol in it. But I'm like, you need to give her all of ours together because if she sees you give it separately, then our drink, she's gonna think something's up.
Did she think there was alcohol in it?
Yeah. Oh, she kept drinking, and then we realized that it's not doing anything because there's caffeine in it.
Yeah, she's
so
just
if you're
amped.
drunk already
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
drinking more caffeine, all it's doing
You're
is
just
making
wired.
you crazier. I thought that was really funny how we didn't even think about that. We're like, oh, she's drinking coffee. Oh, just coffee. Nice.
Heath has been sober for a while now.
Over 2 months.
Wow.
Good for you.
Or you're just testing yourself. You're not like committing to sobriety, right?
I don't know. I'm just kind of riding it out.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get to like 6 months or a year, it's like
You're just
you
not
might as
gonna-
well just commit. You know,
Yeah.
I'm over 2 months in now.
That's great.
Good for you. I, on the other hand, will never quit.
DJ Khaled, when they were like, he needs to lose weight, and he's like, I don't lose.
Oh yeah.
What is he doing? Is he still like producing?
DJ no.
But he's never in the songs. You just hear his name in the beginning of songs.
Go back, Jordan. Not that one.
So it's always the top
Down.
search on
Right
when there's
there.
a DJ Khaled video and you look at the comments, you know how it gives you a suggested search? It's always like, is
Yeah,
DJ
yeah,
Khaled
that's the one I
autistic?
Like to me, the funniest thing, just like imagining people just not paying any attention to any big performer coming out, right?
Yeah.
Whenever there's like someone really big about coming out to perform, and just everyone just pretends that they're nobody. Like to me, that's just the.
Oh, I
funniest
saw
image.
Lil at South by Southwest, which is just a bunch of like 30-year-olds who work in like social media and stuff. And then they go to a Lil Yachty show. He's performing for like an ad agency. You're not like, no one there is like a Lil Yachty fan. And he
Yeah.
was like, I saw him perform one time and he was just like, what the fuck, y'all? Like, what is this? Like, he hated
You
the
have
show.
to pick the right performer for the right fucking crowd.
That's the best when you're at one of those shows and you know all the words and then they just want to perform to you.
Yeah.
Like I had Tovalo one time in Miami, just
Her name is Tovalo.
I always thought it's Tovlo. Madison Beer corrected me one time at David's years ago.
I thought it was
And I was
Tovlo.
like, I love Tovlo. She's like, oh, it's Tovaloo.
What?
And I was like, okay. And then I even think I looked up an interview and she's like, hi guys, it's me, Tovlo. Like, it's like,
oh, then we probably should go with what the fucking artist.
yes. I was
Her
just
name
like,
was.
I remember Madison Beer just like corrected me. I was like, all right, sorry. Love Madison Beer.
We had 40 comedians perform directly to us because we sat in the front row the other night.
Ooh, get
Oh yeah, we went to
roasted.
we went to go little stand up, but we didn't. I thought it was just gonna be him, but there was like 30, 40 people before him, so we had to sit through like all the acts.
30 or 40
It
comedians?
felt like it. It
wasn't
felt
30
like
or
it.
40.
God, I
It was probably like 10,
Okay.
but they all had like it was like
15-minute sets.
And then there was like probably another
15.
10 after Jason.
I can't go do
Yeah.
stand-up comedy, or I have to go see like big time professionals, people who
Yeah.
like toured and polished and act. If you're a friend and you're doing stand-up, I'm like, go do it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Invite me when it's like you have done it now for
I
2 or
didn't-
3 years.
I
Because I'm a
didn't real-
sympathetic laugher. I'll laugh for you, but my cringe, not for you, but just all the other amateur comedians.
It's
dude,
tough. Like
I can't.
that was our first. I mean, that was
You
my
just
first
feel
time
so
seeing
bad.
anything like that, and it was so tough just being anywhere even near the front, like because they're looking at you.
We were the first people you could see, and we still had some of the stage lights on us.
Oh,
So
yeah.
everybody was dark behind us, and then we had like lighting on us. So it was like
so we couldn't.
we were the
like,
only face
leave.
they could see. So it was directly at us.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
man.
place knew that Jason brought in more than half the crowd. So the people that performed after him were like, I know you guys are only here for Jason. Like, you can go. But we're like, oh, like, what do we do? So we just, like, stayed and, like, listened to the rest of
It
them.
was
I felt
tough,
bad.
and like obviously, like
Hard to laugh for that long.
85% of like every joke that was made was just it was just duds. So you had to sit there and you just had to.
Oh, but the worst part is like when they tell a joke that didn't hit. Like it was just not a funny joke. They go, "Oh, you're not laughing because I'm not Jason Nash. Oh, you can't support other comedians." And I was like, "Oh,
It
God.
was very weird. I think the weirdest thing to do is just to tell people is to tell people that they're not laughing at your joke because you.
There's a way to do it.
There
Like,
is
if
a way
you're
to do it.
True, like, if you're a really good comedian, you'll play with it. Like, there were people where, like, they bombed a little bit and they were laughing at themselves. Like, they were like, Okay, let's try this one.
There was a few that like did a really good job at just like being aware that.
But I can't stand silence though. Like when people are bombing, so like I sympathetically laugh because I can't deal with the tension of it. I'm not fake hamming it. I'll be like ha ha ha, but I'm like ha, ha.
No, but you get like that secondhand embarrassment, and you kind of like.
Yes, because I need like the rhythm of like joke, laugh. I need like a bit of rhythm in the air.
I really couldn't like get through it. There, like every time that would happen where it would get really silent because it was just like it was a miss. I would have to like grab Heath's arm because I couldn't handle. I couldn't handle my like just the cringe, and I needed something just to squeeze.
I had claw marks up and down my arm.
It's just so hard to watch that. Yeah. But thank God Jason had a great set. I think he was like the best one of the night.
Really good.
He's been the best one of the night. I've always wanted to watch this season of Last Comic Standing that Jason was on.
Wait, he was on that?
Yeah.
Before all of
probably like in 2005 or something.
Oh my God, I had no idea. That's really fun.
Is there a clip that we can see?
I don't know.
It's the same jokes that we heard 2 minutes ago. We're like, oh my God.
It's just he hasn't written anything new.
But I give any comedian props for getting up there. Like even if they bomb,
hard.
like
it is the
courage
hardest,
it takes to.
Yeah. Oh, actors, you get a script and get to go perform. You have multiple takes. Sure. Try going out and just making people laugh. That is tough. A good comedian, if you're on the rise, you shouldn't be doing one show a night. You should be doing 4. And once you're done with that one, you go to the next one, you go to the next one. Yeah. That's what I encourage any stand-up to do is don't do 1 gig a night, do multiple.
It is a really tough, like you could tell like they had a lot of backbone too. Like jokes were not landing and they'd go right back to their notepad and the energy they would give off is the same energy they started with. I'm like, I could never do that. One moment of silence, I would have crumbled.
Oh yeah.
Crumbled on the floor.
Utmost respect.
I'd be like
Okay, so this is total conspiracy theory.
Love it.
There is a conspiracy theory that members of the U.S. Navy are more likely to have daughters because they have a huge satellite dish on the Navy ship, and they think like if you stand in front of it, it can like kill off all your male sperm, and you only have female. And there's studies have said it's not true, but that they're more likely men in the Navy have girls.
Wow.
Weird.
So someone goes, so it affected the semen.
That's funny.
Yeah, my dad was in the Navy. He had 8 daughters and 4 sons.
Wow.
Like,
not even time.
Maybe this is confirmation bias of people who are commenting that they do have daughters, but I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm going to comment saying that I'm in the Navy and I have 18 daughters. Good find.
Thank you.
Even if it was scientifically proven wrong, you still can't deny majority of them have daughters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's interesting that they covered up. The military's like been like, oh no, that's not true. But there's just this huge observation that is it part of it. But I also have a tough time believing that like a radar antenna only can target the female sperm and not the male sperm.
That doesn't make sense to me. If anything, it should wipe out like
all of it.
Yeah, all of it, not just
the selective ones
that doesn't make sense to
that
me.
Carry the sex, but who knows?
That should be a billboard. Want daughters? Join the Navy.
Apparently, today, June 21st, is the longest day of the year, every year.
Is it a solstice?
It's
probably summer solstice.
How's that possible?
Well, it's always like the 21st or the 22nd. Like the 21st of December is winter solstice. And so this is the summer solstice, June solstice.
The longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere.
No, June 21st is the shortest day. Oh.
No, longest day.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I was reading wrong thing.
The longest day and the shortest night.
What do you mean? Is it the longest day of sunlight?
Yeah, the longest day, like sunlight, and then the shortest night.
Oh, wow. There's a solstice on Patricia and I's, no, not a solstice, a lunar eclipse on our wedding day.
Oh,
wait,
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's going to be at like 9 a.m., but in Birmingham, it will be like a partial like 1.
You should try to get a photo shoot in.
I don't even know if you can't even photograph like I guess. I don't know.
But like,
or just edit it because just edit it. Edit it in. That'd be cool.
Kind of cool. I don't even know if I'll be I don't even know.
Today, longest day of the year.
Today is?
Longest daytime and shortest nighttime.
June solstice.
So enjoy it. Take it all in.
Wow.
Have you ever seen a lunar eclipse?
No.
or a solar eclipse?
Yeah, in Lebanon, we had one. We couldn't look in the sun. When we were kids, we would all get slapped if you looked up the sun for like more than a second.
A lunar eclipse is when the moon goes in front of us, the sun. The solar is when one goes behind the other.
I forget which one, but there was one where the sun was like black, like literally black.
That's a solar eclipse.
Yeah, solar eclipse, and we weren't allowed to look at it. You couldn't look at the sun.
There will be a solar eclipse on our wedding day. That's what it is. Sorry.
Cool.
There's gonna be a solar eclipse.
Wait,
but in the morning.
what's the one where you can't like you can't look at the sun?
The solar eclipse.
Solar, so you can't look at the sun on your wedding day?
No, it's just only gonna be at one time, very early, like earlier in the morning, and it's like gonna be a partial one. But yeah,
in Lebanon, it was like a whole day we couldn't look at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
the whole day.
It was a long time. Maybe I was a kid. It felt like a long time, but.
It's pretty crazy.
Talk about that exit ramp that you and Jordan tried to get on.
The other day we were driving, and you know how you can like turn right to get onto the highway, and you like go up the on ramp, and it like merges into one lane, and then you get onto the freeway, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I turned to get onto it, and there's cars all backed up, and I pull onto the on ramp like to get up to it, and I'm sitting there waiting, and it's like 10 minutes goes by, and it's just completely still. Like nobody's getting onto the highway, and we're like, "What is going on?"
But the highway traffic was moving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have no idea what's going on, and then some guy up ahead jumps out of his car and like runs up the hill to like go look, and I'm like, "What?" Like trying to figure out what's going on, and
and he's holding up all like the entrance to the.
I couldn't see the first car. Some guy like in the middle just got out and like ran up. Then he comes running back down, and he's like, "Everybody, back up." Back up. And then people start putting their car in reverse, and they're all reversing down onto us. There's people that turned around and are driving down at us.
Picture bumper to bumper traffic. Now everybody has to turn around.
And they're doing this. And I'm like, and they're just backing up. So like we put it in reverse, and then we're backing into the intersection for everybody to get out. And everybody's like watching this go. Still don't know what it was.
Oh, you didn't get an answer. You have no idea.
Was it? But then eventually, you don't know. Did someone like pass out like at the
Wait a second. What entrance was it?
It was getting onto the 101 off of Laurel Canyon.
Back up. He should have done that. That guy
know.
shouldn't have said that. He should have just like someone would eventually have come.
But did the street look fine to get on the highway though? Or you couldn't even see.
This is just the ramp that goes up.
Maybe there was a car accident.
Maybe it's a bunch of ducklings. Strange.
I'd love to figure it out.
That really sucks.
Thank gosh we don't live in deer area. I've been like thinking about deer a lot. Like
just deers just running around.
I would never want to hit a deer with my car.
We hit so many deers.
And you never know when they fucking come out of nowhere.
You killed them?
No, but the damage to your car is unreal. My sister hit 2 deer in like a week. She was like, "You got to be," and then you got to take your car in because it's like.
And most of the time they'll probably be fine, but your car is just fucking wrecked.
Yeah, and you have like fur on your grill.
Oh.
They're like squirrels.
Especially if it's like horny season or mating season, they'll just like chase after a doe. Boom. Right into traffic. No, thank you.
Fucking hornets.
What are you guys doing for 4th of July?
I was just thinking. I totally
Probably
forgot
gonna
it's around the corner.
blow some shit up.
Oh yeah, get some fireworks.
I'm ready to pop these firecrackers. Don't pop them on me.
Is this a big fireworks street?
Can you do fireworks out in?
They do fireworks on the lake, right?
Yeah.
So only a few houses can do that.
Controlled shows with a license.
Oh my God. David and I, like, what is it, last year or 2 years ago, we went to like Glendale. My God, they got fireworks out there. It's like a machine gun out there. The box, they put like this big box with this big. Bro, dude, it feels like there's a shooter out there. It's fucking nuts.
That's actually
You're running for your life.
I miss that about the East Coast. It would just be block parties, and it would just be all the dads in the neighborhood just get together, get their illegal fireworks together, and just like, kids, come light one.
Yeah.
And it'd just be this full production.
Illegal fireworks.
Where are you getting it from?
No, it's so easy. They're literally all over the place.
It's
They're
the tents.
It's
in
those
the
giant
grocery
tents,
store
and
parking
everybody
lots.
knows it's illegal. But how is everybody buying it?
And how are they able to be there?
Well, there's certain firecrackers. I think you can have firecrackers. I don't think you can have fireworks.
But how does everybody gets it though? Everybody has fireworks.
Boy, if I was a cop, I'd be sitting, everybody walking out.
I
You're
guess.
talking about those tents in like the mall parking lots, right?
Like, what was that huge one? Like Neptune fireworks. Like,
Yeah.
But how are they able to get away with that if they have a shit ton of illegal fireworks?
I don't know
in
if it's
there?
like illegal. Like,
I think there's certain levels that they're like you can't have and other ones you can't. I just hate those ones that just go boom. That don't like that people light off in the middle of the day. Have you or like on a lake? Oh God, I hate those.
I'm surprised they're not more strict here because like the wildfires and like one of those firecrackers.
I think they are very strict here.
They are very strict. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like you're talking about here in this city?
I'm just talking about illegal fireworks in general.
general?
How are they selling it if it's illegal?
Especially-
at what point is it legal and who can buy illegal fireworks?
like
legally?
alcohol.
They're
It
making them.
It varies by county, right? Or they're selling
Maybe.
them here in LA
they're
County.
all over.
Oh,
Especially after all those videos. I'm surprised that they don't watch those videos on TikTok and go, okay, maybe we should put like a limit or some sort of law on these fireworks.
I bet they present their tent as like these are all legal, but then they have like ones in the back.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you got
Wow.
the good stuff.
Skyrockets, bottle rockets, Roman candles, aerial shells, firecrackers, all of those are illegal.
all the good stuff. That's
Yeah.
all in the state of California. That's crazy.
Wait, are firecrackers the one that goes?
No, those are the little strip of them. You light
think
it
a-
and they're like, pop, 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 pop.
Oh, I love those. Are funny.
Yo, Roman candles though, you be shooting them at people.
Oh wait,
It'd
what's
be
wrong?
like-
What's
it
wrong?
looks like
It's the one that
Hogwarts.
goes- they
It's
go-
like a wand.
Oh, it's that wand one that I've seen.
Yeah.
Dude, those
Good
are
sound.
sick.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that sounded just like it.
Wow,
I've always wanted to use those.
they're so.
You've
fun.
never done it.
Can we do it here? Is that committing a crime?
It's illegal. Yeah, it's illegal here apparently. Oh, but you know what the best is?
what?
July 5th, when you get to see all the videos of the accidents.
Oh yeah, that's part of my World Star Hip Hop little like feed that I have going on. That fireworks just goes right into there.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
There's so many people that put like a firecracker in their teeth like this.
Oh,
Ugh.
This is kind of dark, but
take it too
do
far.
do you think people plan murders like on 4th of July because like
I think about that with
Dude,
Halloween all
did
the
you
time.
not watch that or recommended that movie to you and Todd? That's so funny.
Wait,
You
which
just
one?
said it. To Catch a Killer. That's out with like Shailene
oh no,
Woodley.
I've seen the thing, but I've not seen
It's pretty good. Or it takes place on like
4th of July.
New Year's. But
Oh.
it deals with like that what you were just talking about. That's the beginning.
Ooh, I want to watch it now.
It's pretty good. It's like it feels like a long CSI like a movie kind of thing, but it's good.
Oh, the movie with that girl, the Shailene
Shailene Woodley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Interesting. All right, cool.
Have y'all watched any of the new Black Mirror episodes?
Oh yeah, I only watched 3, but I'm seeing people's like commentary on it already. They're saying every like the episodes I have left, they suck. I think there's like one episode that was like kind of good, but
Did you watch
everything
them
else
all?
I've only watched the first 2.
I binged them.
Wait, okay.
the first
wait,
is-
what was the first 2 you watched? Because I thought the first 2 were Joan is awful.
Yes.
That is the first 2 episodes.
For
That's
Joan is awful, and then the murder one.
interesting. Okay, so on Heath's Netflix, what shows first is the last episode and the second last episode.
Oh, like
when he
peop-
showed it on
Like
Netflix.
when you go through the season and you're like scrolling through, like if you're going up, it goes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 till you get to the top, which makes sense.
Which
but
make-
like
that's
when you
how-
click 6, it brings you.
Did you ever watch the
wait.
past seasons?
I've watched all of them,
Yeah, you've seen every Black Mirror episode.
no, you didn't watch
Whoa.
Smithereens.
like except 2.
There's a handful. Like the last season, I don't think I hardly watched any because I feel like
nothing
many
beats that
people.
first
It's
season.
oh my yeah, I think the first like 2 or 3 I think are just
Yeah.
solid.
The
They
new
really-
ones just seem so like abrupt. Like it's crazy because you are into it and you're like, I have to see what happens.
Yeah.
But you know it's just gonna end abruptly and be like, oh, okay.
It feels like a normal episode. Like the
don't-
whole point of Black Mirror, I think, is to show like the advances of technology and how scary it can be and how people like abuse it. And I feel like they didn't really tap into that except for maybe a couple episodes.
Well, I think the technology stuff can get like a little like
Repetitive.
Repetitive,
Yeah.
so it's just more showing like the dark side of just humanity and like our.
I think like this whole season, I enjoyed watching them. I just didn't feel satisfied after. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Did you see the little Easter egg in that second one where they were? Remember, it's like the award show and the documentaries, and they're talking about the other documentaries, and they go euthanasia, a trip to Junipero,
Yes,
which is a
yes,
callback
yes.
to the San Junipero
wait,
episode.
in Lock Henry.
Yes, when it's like it's not spoiling anything, but there's like an award show at the end, and they're talking about
Yeah.
the other documentaries that are being nominated. She says
yes.
euthanasia, a trip to San Junipero, which is San Junipero episode is like my favorite.
I like how they went back and how they did that. That was cool. That was very
It's-
Black Mirror.
It's weird that they call it Netflix and Streamberry and interchange it.
Yeah, they're kind of like Or wait, what? Or they're calling it Streamberry in the show, or did they
Right.
actually say Netflix?
They've said Netflix in it too, so it's interesting that they're like,
Oh, I didn't realize they were saying
He said that
Netflix.
there was like one episode that like they called it Netflix, not Streamberry.
Oh.
But the other episodes were all Streamberry.
Interesting. Did you ever do the what was the one where you
Interactive?
choose your own
No.
adventure? You never did that one?
No, I couldn't do that one.
I did like 2 different endings, and then I was like, I don't want to keep rewatching this to see where this
Yeah,
ends.
I get it, but did you notice the Joan is Awful girl? Did you notice that was her while watching it?
The girl from Schitt's
The
Creek.
girl from Schitt's Creek?
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that the whole time until the end when they said the actress name. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even
yeah.
recognize her.
Yeah.
She did an
Yeah.
amazing job. I think it's so cool that like even when Michael Cera had that like small part, these celebrities I feel like all just want just even a
it's
little
like
part in Black Mirror.
a cool
It's like,
thing to be a part of.
it's really, that's really cool.
definitely.
I love that like people take that so seriously. Like,
I was
it's such
surprised
a,
to see Aaron
honor.
Paul and Josh Hartnett.
I didn't think Josh Hartnett was even like acting anymore.
I haven't seen this episode. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Josh
That-
Hart.
I would say that one was my favorite one so far. I haven't seen the other two.
Patricia said she started because she got scared and she wanted to watch the rest with me.
Yeah, it's fun to watch with people.
Patricia had never seen like a Black Mirror episode at all.
Oh,
when I
so
was
you
like,
should watch it with her, all of them.
well, so I was like, oh, well, let's just watch the new episode of the first season. But she's like, but I haven't watched the other seasons. And I'm like,
You don't-
I'm like, every episode is different. It's a different story. And she was like, okay. I'm like, it's like Twilight Zone. And she was like, okay. And then we started watching Jonah's Awful. She was like, wait, what is happening?
I remember my first time watching Black Mirror. It's very cute.
Good time. Make out reef.
Ooh, that first episode with the pig.
Oh yeah. Oh, naughty.
But that ending shot though, where she like, he's like the hero in the press and everyone is like happy that he did it. And they shut the door. And then it's like the wife and him. And she's like,
Yeah.
like, oh, that is a great ending.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Great.
So which one
Lovely.
have you seen so far?
The first 2 of this season.
That was Joan
And the murder, the true crime one.
Oh.
And that one I saw.
There was a girl was bringing up how, like what forms of or what like I forget the word that she used, but like the technological advances that we're all experiencing today that would have been a great way to implement in Black Mirror, such as the what they're building out in the line.
Yeah.
Something like that would have been a great like episode to like kind of go with that idea, like this like whole community
Right.
that's like far away from
Because it's silly. Why would they do that? Because it's just a line.
exactly. But like to me, it's like, oh, that's a great Black Mirror episode. Like that would be really interesting to like play off that. And she was also she said like the airplay, but
But I feel like they've done that.
But there's a couple other more that she explained. I was like, oh, that is a really great idea to do off that.
Black Mirror should partner up with the Apple things.
Like a collaboration.
Come up with like an
Yeah.
experience.
Oh, like a Black Mirror experience with it. Oh, that is a great idea.
That would be
It's
cool.
kind of scary. That
That's
it wouldn't.
very
It
scary,
wouldn't look too
yeah.
good for Apple though. But
No.
I like that idea.
That's what I was thinking. Why they use was it Starberry or whatever?
Yeah.
They probably
The flavor.
they probably use that for the negative episodes because they're like
That's
Netflix,
what it seems
Netflix
like.
would never do this.
Yeah.
And then if they use Netflix for other episodes, it's probably just in like a positive light, like, oh, we're just watching Netflix.
Right.
Starberry, because the episodes with Starberry were
Streamberry.
like or Streamberry.
She loves Accelerator.
Starberry.
Oh, that's why. I thought it was a coincidence.
No,
I was like,
that's
yeah,
what
it's the
I
same
was
thing.
It wasn't Starberry was also shoes back in
I
the
used
day.
to have Starberries.
I've never seen
I
these
have
shoes in
never
my
seen
life.
these shoes.
I had those because they were at freaking like Sam's Club and Payless.
Right. Dead ass. I've never seen those shoes in my life.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
What the? You should bring those back. Order some.
I want them to bring back the light up shoes, but just the
gear.
red
Yes.
ones, not the glowing
But one color.
one color just blinking around. I think
love
would be
that.
kind of sick and good
Yeah.
on a run. You know,
Did you guys see the headlights for the Crocs that just came out?
What?
what are they like little giblets?
Yes.
and then they
Wait.
My
So
LA
sick.
gears have headlights.
Yeah, on the tongue.
Wait. Headlights like.
They're like these, you know, the holes?
Yeah.
They're like pop up like 2 little circles that are headlights. Look at that shit.
Oh
Boom.
my gosh,
Boom.
Oh my god, that's cute.
the mosquitoes would be going straight to your legs.
They look like what is it? Like the Iron Giant? What is it
Yeah.
called? Aw, those are cute.
Matt, just all the mosquito bites all over your foot because all the holes. That would suck.
I've never owned a pair of Crocs because I never know like my size though. Because I'm like an 11, but I don't know if I'm an 11 in Crocs because I want it to be like
You got to get a pair.
fitted.
They're making some sick Crocs now. Have you seen what they've been coming out with lately?
I want the
Just
Margaritaville.
Cool. They're making it cool.
There's Margaritaville Crocs that look pretty fun. To have a little salt shaker and a little Margaritaville ice cube.
Are you a Croc family? Are you Croc? Croc fan?
I don't have Crocs, but I know that they're extremely comfortable.
Tell you one thing though, if you wear them for a long time, your feet get sweaty. You start slipping.
Get that
Oh, well, no. You see, I wear socks with my Crocs. I never do.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
socks.
look what I bought.
Shoeby.
What'd you buy?
She did get something really cute. Look at how.
Oh,
cute.
that's adorable. Who's that for?
My nephew.
That's. Oh my god, that's cute.
How cute.
Wait, can you throw those here?
And they're fuzzy inside.
Oh my god.
They're for Heath's nephew.
Oh yeah, these are cute. The blue. Oh wow.
Wow.
That's sick.
They're so cute.
Kid shoes though, they still are like, how much were those? Were they?
I got them at Nordstrom Rack.
They,
So
they
were
are the same price as regular shoes, which
That's-
is crazy.
I know.
It's not the same amount of material.
Dude, even baby clothes. Like Patricia and I will walk in like baby store. She's like, I got to get my niece something. And I'm like, this is
gonna grow
$80
out of
for
it.
this.
How-
top.
That's
that-
and
why
they're gonna
when
get-
you buy kids' clothes, you go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all those.
Because they don't need
Because kids grow so fast. They grow like dogs.
Yeah.
They're going to grow out of their clothes in less than a year.
Just take
Yeah.
your friends' other
That's
like,
true.
clothes.
You do
Just
not have
cheap.
to go to those high-end expensive stores.
When I was a baby, I was wearing them thin ass, like cheap ass fucking shit because
It'll
it was just
do.
yeah.
It'll do.
Yo, I had a pair of skates that stretched with me from the age of 2
Oh,
to
yeah.
17. You just fucking extend it one more, you put your shoe right down in it. You know what I'm talking about. That shit was one size fit for life.
Yes, that's funny.
Oh my gosh, they're so freaking cute.
I'm gonna buy Crocs now. Look at those. Those are fucking just
They're
sick.
so cute. But
Crocs?
like this style, an adult version would be a little.
Do you still have your tie-dye Crocs?
Of course I do. I'm never getting rid of those.
What size are they?
My size?
What size? You were
Like
10
11
though.
and a half, 11 maybe. 12.
We were like the same size. I want to try them on.
Why do you
I just want to try
you
on.
wanna-
If
do you
I
wanna
knew
buy it
my
off me?
size, I'd buy a pair of Crocs
They got
today.
a Crocs store in the Glendale
A
Mall.
Croc shop?
You know what Crocs I want to get? I want to get white Crocs, white fuzz. White.
Zane, you don't need white.
Dangerous.
Zane, that's going to
Yes.
get nasty.
You just gotta
That
clean
fuzz,
it.
or that, I want to hear Crocs in the fucking dryer. Kung, 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 kung.
No, you just put it in the dishwasher. Heath, you know you can put hats in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Hats
With a
in
hat
the
cover?
dish- in the
With a hat cover. I couldn't believe it. Leah bought me one. I was like, Leah, that's just not gonna work. It's gonna fucking ruin it.
I have a hat cover that you put into like a washing machine.
Like the hat
but you throw
basket.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
throw the whole thing in the
cage.
A
washing
cage,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah, then you get like pasta water going through your hat.
What do
You put it,
pasta
you
water?
put it in the
like-
dishwasher?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
my god, it smells amazing after it comes
Interesting.
out.
Not with other dirty dishes though, right? Just the hat.
No, I think she just puts the hat. She doesn't put it.
You'd be like, take an extra sniff. Like, what is?
But I really didn't think those cages worked. I thought it was gonna ruin my fucking hat.
No, it keeps the shape.
If you're washing hats, buddy, like,
I think washing hats is fine. It's like clothes, right?
I guess you rock your hats a lot.
I do wear
I don't think I've ever washed a hat.
You should. Or at least get the hairspray. Isn't there a spray that you spray like you know what for bowling shoes they spray that shit?
Yeah.
Just get that for hats.
Did you ever have like the smelly balls that like?
Yo,
my
the
dad
mothballs.
would have
I
those.
just thought
in his,
about
like,
that the other day.
shoes.
They were like blue or red, and you just roll it into it.
Yeah, and
Wait.
it just keeps your shoe fresh when you're not wearing it. It's such a '90s dad thing. Like there were those little plastic balls.
I don't think that ever worked.
Like, yeah, and I'd always want to pick it up because it looked like a toy, and he'd be like, "No, for my shoes." Then I don't know if your shoes stinking that much, then maybe buy a new pair of shoes or have like 3 or 4.
I still use what Mariah promoted that 1 year.
Kiwi.
Kiwi,
Kiwi.
I
That
always
shit
use
is so
Kiwi.
good.
What is it?
So good. They're a shoe cleaning company. So, but do you use like the
The three.
So
There's
good.
it's like,
Like,
a 3.
and then there's a freshener that you just, it's such a cool thing. Like you put it inside the shoe like this, and then you push down and it goes,
it's
and all this
great.
freshener comes out.
It's awesome.
I went to
Really
go get
nice.
my shoes cleaned the other day because I walked around in New York in just the rain, and it had like a rain stench in it, where it's like you couldn't, no matter how many times you put it in the dryer, it was like it needed a deep clean. Remember in Holes where he comes up with the shoe cleaning thing? Sploosh.
Sploosh. Wait, was that foot cleaner or a shoe cleaner?
because the dad was trying to find a cure to get rid of smelly shoes, and then he realizes peaches, because when they find all the peaches or that famous peaches,
What an amazing
that's a perfect
movie.
story.
Did that movie win an Oscar or something?
It
Because
should've.
it should have.
When was the
I have no idea what
When
you're
was the
talking
last time you ate a peach? Not like sliced peaches in like a
long time.
a pack.
Actually, I had one
like
a month ago.
had a whole peach.
Plums and peaches. Why don't we eat those?
When was the last time you ate a pear? I have no idea.
Oh my! I
eat pears?
Pears are great.
I had a pear like last weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to get the soft one when they're like apple. They're horrible. It's like an apple with no taste.
Remember James and the giant peach?
Yeah, that's why I eat.
Oh man, that peach. And Spiker, it's a giant peach.
Would it like? I need to watch that movie again because I need like a little memory of like exactly.
I love all of the exposition.
Yeah.
Of, like real James, but then when it goes like full animation, it's a little like okay, like because it's kind of dark with all the birds and shit. He has to lasso them
Tim
up.
Burton directed that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Jane, you know that little boy though who was in it? The spider. There's a scene where he gets the spider and like lets it go. Apparently that spider on set bit him and he hated it and he never acted again.
Never acted again.
I'm pretty sure I read that.
Jeez.
Yeah, James and the Giant Peach. And his parents got eaten by a giant rhinoceros. Remember they're like on the beach and the
I need to refresh. I
Yeah.
don't remember enough.
James,
I
how
actually really like
are
the
ya?
animation. Remember, like when he was pulling out the peaches and eating it. I loved that like animation. It was just so satisfying to watch.
Do you know who Macy Gray is?
Macy Gray.
She sings that sometime. I tried to say goodbye and not choke. It's me, Macy Gray. She's probably now like 50 something. I'm at Townhouse in Venice, packed bar, tons of young people around. Okay, I'm at the bar. This, if you don't know Macy Gray, this may not be that cool. I'm sitting there talking with Corny, and I'm sitting there at the bar. This older lady just walks by, and she has like this leather backpack on, kind of has like a bandana in her hair, and I'm like, I was like, that woman looked just like Macy Gray. And I was like, and I told Patricia, I'm like, I think Macy Gray just walked by. She's like, why would Macy Gray be here? And I start Googling, like, where does Macy Gray live? And it's like, oh, she lives in Canton. And I'm like, okay, maybe not. But there was this younger girl there. I go on Macy Gray's Instagram. I go back like a month. And she has a video of her like wearing this leather backpack. And I'm like, oh my God, it was her.
Oh wow.
I walk outside and I'm like trying to like find her because she does photos with fans. It's not like
It's crazy that like you even recognize.
dude.
somebody
I
like
thought
that. It's
I was,
insane.
and I didn't want to just be like, "Are you Macy Gray?" And someone be like, "I am not Macy Gray."
If I were you, I would have just asked.
The bouncer. I went outside and I was like looking around. I go, "Was it just me or was Macy Gray inside?" And he goes, "She was here." He goes, "I can't believe you recognize it."
Oh, Macy Gray.
Yeah, dude.
Now I like really recognize.
It was
her
just
face.
like the rarest Pokemon. You know, like celebrities out here, it's like
Yeah.
seeing like that one was just rare. And I wish I trusted my gut and said something, but kind of cool if you know who it is.
Next time.
Though I feel like she's said some controversial things lately. I don't know. Okay. Yep.
Mariah just taught me what the straps on a leather jacket do.
The straps on a leather jacket.
What's
Yeah,
straps?
on some leather jackets or just jackets in general, on the shoulders, there's this little strap that has a button.
It's like that little fold with like a button right here.
okay.
Like on like pretty much every leather jacket, a lot of like denim has it.
Isn't that for like, or back in the day, like military stuff? You'd put.
They're made to hold in backpacks, purses.
Oh, I thought that was where they put their like, I don't know,
I honestly thought it was just for
their certification.
So you can put your
That's that shit.
pocketbook over your shoulder and then button it in, and
you
it
don't have
doesn't
to, like,
slide
worry
off
about
your.
That's what Aeropostale would put like on their nice like dress shirts.
Purse holder.
You had that shit. You'd be like, "Oh, this
Wait,
looks
hold
nice."
on. I've seen it on like button-up shirts. I feel like.
Yeah, they put that stuff on there, or they do, or you know the
Well, that one so you
strap
could
on the
roll the
roll
arm
up.
up.
Get that shit out of my face. Hate
I've
that.
definitely seen it on button-up shirts.
That-
It's like random.
go into like a TJ Maxx. It's all of those because nobody wants to buy
Trying to
them.
be high end.
But yeah, like apparently a long time ago, it was for like backpacks, ammunition, bags, stuff like that. Put your purse in there. I feel like if you saw somebody using it for its purpose, though, you'd be like, you can't hold your bag. Like, really?
I would use. I mean, I can see myself using that if I had a purse.
It's like I think I have it on here. The hammer loop.
Oh yeah,
Who the hell is putting a hammer?
maybe like a painter's. I don't know.
Wait,
That's
right
what-
there
like
on
painter-
the side.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a painter's pant.
A hammer loop.
Hammer loop.
It just adds detail. I mean, I don't think they expect anybody to use that, right?
That's what it's
just
for.
like
It's for putting your hammer.
no, I know, but like
It's just for show.
it looks better with it on there. Like
Yeah.
it actually looks nicer. And people like to put chains and shit. You know, people are weird these days. They put
Did
like
you ever have
the
a chain
long
wallet?
chain.
I did chains.
Oh, yeah.
I was in 3rd grade,
Studded belt too.
and I went through like this goth phase in 3rd grade.
I think you're still going through that right now.
I grew up like very tomboy. Like I wanted boy clothes. I would cry because my brother got to wear cool pants. And I was like, I want cool pants. I used to cry when my mom called me beautiful, and I used to be like, I'm handsome. Like,
Wow.
really, like, I just wanted to be like my older brother. So in 3rd grade, I started wearing like all black, and I had these like black cargos that I could not let go of, and they had the silver chain with this mesh black top, and I had the black hair, the bangs, and I was the
handsome.
Wednesday Addams of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Was the chain like theft
Cool?
protection?
Yes.
Yeah, it was just so you didn't lose it, right?
I thought it was just for looks.
I had a
honestly.
chain wallet. My mom would never let me wear it. She was like, absolutely not. She didn't like it.
I'm sure it just originated from like pocket watches, right?
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
just became like a design,
kinda-
like a belt.
Yeah.
I like it.
It just
I
always
feel like
made
you
us.
had that
I
in
think
high
some
school.
people need
not
it
in
for their
high school, but
wallets.
I've had a chain wallet.
But you hear if someone has a chain wallet, you hear them coming. It's
like a- like a
they're
cat.
here. Yeah, just like
It's a little bell. Pocket watches are pretty sweet.
Pocket watches are cool.
I have a pocket watch.
They're really cool.
Wait, what's a pocket watch?
Just like
The little thing you push it and flaps open.
Oh,
It kind of looks like a
circle.
compass.
it's like a locket,
Oh,
a pocket watch.
I thought it was called something else.
a time turner.
My dad gave me one a long time ago, and I actually used it for a week, and then I.
If you have a pocket watch, you're a guy who has a handlebar
Yeah,
mustache,
the time
and you
set.
drink craft beers and stuff, and you use a straight razor. Probably ride a bike with a big front wheel on it.
The Monopoly man definitely has a pocket watch.
For sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a monocle though, right?
That's a Mandela effect, right?
Yeah,
He
the-
doesn't.
But in Ace Ventura, he makes fun of that guy, and he
Who
goes,
that's
"Oh,
what
and
I
you're the
said
Monopoly
too.
man."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great Halloween.
Do not
costume.
pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh, he doesn't even have glasses.
I hate Monopoly.
I love Monopoly.
When someone's like,
Oh.
"Hey, let's sit down and play Monopoly," I'm goodbye.
All right, do you like Monopoly?
I don't mind it. I haven't played it in years. We would only play Monopoly if the power went out. Because we had hours.
Because it was
to
a
spare.
long.
Zane bought a Nintendo Switch, and instead of playing Super Mario Odyssey, all these
No,
amazing
I
games,
played it on my phone.
you bought Monopoly for your Nintendo Switch. That was the first game you bought. And I was like,
I feel like I always played it on my mobile, on my phone.
well, you bought. I remember right when you got your Switch.
Oh, I
was
probably
like,
did, but I
there's-
did it. But I didn't play it though.
Oh, okay.
I think it's very smart that they come out with different monopolies for different cities. Like they have Burbankopoly.
Whoa.
They had Game of Thrones
Chicago.
Monopoly.
You gave me Texasopoly, yeah.
Yeah, Texasopoly.
You see the one David has, right? That fucking.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot of like paying attention and like.
Can I say
counting.
something? I
And you
bought,
can't trust the banker.
I bought the Jumanji board game because I thought that I was actually gonna go into the board.
I think everybody
Dude,
did.
same.
Everybody did. Yeah.
They have some expensive ones with like the TV screen in there where it does the illusions.
What were we thinking? That look that was
that
actually
movie-
gonna work.
the game, the pieces in the movie.
There was
Dude,
no
that was
fact
like-
checking back then. You saw the movie and you said that happened.
That's gonna happen.
Did the
man.
game
And you
come
can't
out
tell me
first and they
otherwise.
made the movie about it?
No,
Or
the movie came out
The
first.
movie came
No,
out.
the book came out first. The book was a
No,
children's
he's actually
book.
between the game and the movie. I don't think he meant.
Oh, well, it was a
The book was
children's
most
book
likely.
that was like black and white, and it was like beautiful illustrations. And then that same guy made Zathura. Have you ever seen Zathura? With like Dax Shepard and the kids have a board game, but it's like in outer space. It's so
Gotcha.
good.
What a genius concept, that movie. Such a good concept.
and they would
That
all get over.
Like, look at it, too. Oh, Zathura was amazing, too.
But that boy gets sucked into the damn game. Remember, he's like, ah. Fuck that, man. What's his name? Park. Oh, fuck. I used to know the name.
That's 100.
I haven't seen the new one. Is the new one good?
The new Jumanji? Oh, it's fun. I watched it with your mom. We watched it at your your mom's
You
house.
haven't seen the new one?
No.
Oh, it's incredible. The
It's-
first one. The
Jack
sec-
Black is so good. Kevin
So
Hart.
good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The four of them are really good. The second one is okay, but the first one's really good.
Remember, he's like eats the cake. He's like, oh, maybe my weakness is cake.
Boom. I think Jumanji, the first one, has like a 98% Rotten Tomato. Like it
Oh,
did.
wow.
It did so well.
Oh, it's a fun film.
Fun.
And
I was expecting it to be very bad before when I watched it.
but instead of the board game, I'll let you see it.
Yeah, they changed it up a little bit.
Okay.
How they
It's
get
fun.
sucked
They
in.
modernize it.
Through a phone.
Actually, I kind of want to watch it again.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the second one, the one that just came out.
I
Remember in Jumanji, with the cop, the Ivy comes and grabs that cop car, and he's like, "Damn, what?" He's like, "Oh," and it's like squishing it in half. He's like, "No, what the fuck?" Yeah,
it's some good cast.
Bonnie Hunt,
Is it a kids movie?
I would say it was pretty. I mean, it was pretty scary.
Kirsten
for a kid.
Dunst is in that. She's the
Yeah.
girl. Yeah, and he turns into a monkey. God, there's some terrifying things in that.
That was good CGI back then. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. They did a good job.
Spiders, and that was a real ass tiger up in that room.
Oh, 100%. There was no way.
fuck that.
That looked good. Actually, no, it was kind of CGI. Remember, like when it was in a dark room? There's no way.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this episode up. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. Vote for my mom, Miss Health Fitness, blah, 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 something.com. I'll leave the link in the bio. Please vote for her. We're trying to get her on the cover of the Hers Fitness magazine. Okay. You can check out this episode every Monday, audio form on all the podcast platforms. And you can check this episode out on Tuesdays on youtube.com/Zane and Heath, where you can see us in real life action.
Make sure to check out Cremota Coffee, cremota.com. You can get our matcha starter kit. We have bagged coffee, K-cups, a bunch of different flavors. We have whole bean espresso. Again, cremota.com. Also, make sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Zane and Heath. You're going to get early access to all of these videos. Get them a couple days early. You're going to get them all ad-free. We do a bonus episode every single month, either drunk or high with a guest. They're a lot of fun. We also have a Discord, and we do live Q&As every single month. And yeah. Again, patreon.com/Zane and Heath.
Thank you so much. You guys have anything to add before we...
And we keep these cameras rolling for an extra like 20, 30 minutes. So you're getting an extended version of the podcast. And we post those every single week for every episode.
we'd like
on
to talk
Patreon.
shit back there.
We sure do.
We love you so much. And we'll see you next time.
Toodaloo.
Reminders, we'll see you in 5 seconds.
Peace and bliss.
Peace and blessings.